Today I will show you how Redis can create the next generation AI application using the semantic caching and vector search optimization. So to start with, I will show you my setup. This project will be available on GitHub, so you can actually also use it. So you just clone the GitHub repo, and once you have it, so you run npm run install clone all, and it will install all necessary things that you need for this project. And then you just do the npm run dev, and it will run all of the both backend and the front end. So we have here the sample documentation in JSON. So you can have any format, obviously. So in this case, this is just JSON. So with some pre-filled basically content, right? So this can be any type of content. Maybe it is Q&A. I feel like Q&A type of things inside the LLM would be most useful. But anything can be used. But these buttons that you see in LLM chats, right? So when you click on it, when you get a quick response. So or when the user types the question that is identical to what you have already cached, this is basically the key point. So you have this file, so you're running it. So we are running through embedding. So we are embedding it with OpenAI. So we get our embeddings here. So this is quite a long file, but you can see this is number 1, number 2, number 3, and so on, right? So, and once we have this file, so then basically we can start using the application. Let me show you the power of the Redis and how cool the caching in the AI applications can be. So let's go to here. Okay, so you can see here, exactly what I meant. So let's say you have these buttons. We can actually also write like what is Redis, right? But it is pretty much the same if you are just going to click here. So, and once we run it, we'll see that the time that it took for traditional RAG system, right, this FAISS system plus OpenAI with no caching, so it took 138. For Redis, it took 171. So you might be thinking like, so maybe Redis is not that good. But if you're going to, we can even refresh this page, right, just to make sure that we start clean. And once we click on what is Redis, now you can see that because it was cached, it actually gave the response immediately. So Redis is going to cache these requests and is going to serve them if the requests do match. So if you're going to do it again for another request, you can see Redis gave a little bit faster the response. The response is also a little bit different. Once somebody asks the same question again, you can see that it immediately gives an answer, right? So again, the same thing for all others, right? We can actually say what is Redis here, and I guess because it was without the question mark, so it didn't cache it. That's fine. So like I said, the best use case I think would be for the quick replies, right? So usually when you go to many different websites that have it, so it usually still loads something and it takes like 1 or 2 seconds. There is no immediate answers given, almost never. And I think again part of the reason is because they are using some kind of traditional RAG system and they're not using Redis. So if you're going to have a look through files here, you can see that it has the RAG service and normal service that I just showcased, and the Redis service. You can see all the files, like how we are using it, how we are caching it, etc., etc. So make sure that you're going to create the OpenAI key and the Redis host, etc. And yeah, so we have also here the Docker file, so that runs the Docker instance for the Redis. So that would be it from my side.